Hi guys, it's Friday, so it's time for some Frostgrave. Right then, so following on from last week's video where I basically talked about making these ruins look a bit more deep in their colour and shading, I asked you guys basically what you thought I should do in terms of highlighting them up any further, and the general consensus was go for it, so I have. Now, rather than use this camera, which is quite difficult in getting big items on it, I decided I'm just going to use that one instead and show you. So this is basically what I've excuse me, what I've achieved, as you can see there. Now I'm pretty happy with the way that's come out there. I've been able to go a little bit crazy with this top wall because this top wall will always be a top wall. And that brings me on to something I wanted to discuss. Now, a lot of people were discussing ways of basically making the piece look amazing and perfect and and incorporating 3D snow and all sorts. Now, while I'd love to do that sort of thing, unfortunately, unfortunately is not the right word. These pieces are, they're not set in stone. They are modular. As you can see, they're not glued. They're never going to be glued. They are always going to be flat packable 3D modular pieces for me. The whole thing comes apart. All the pieces come apart. The idea being is that I can use them in any way I possibly want. The floors come apart as well. And because of that, I can't go painting anything on the tops of the walls, because who knows at any time what will be a top of a wall and what won't. What I have done is gone to lengths of making bits that will be the top of walls. For example, I've made these bits here, which are designed to be either shallow walls, like that, really small walls on the floor, or the top of walls, as you saw here. They also allow me to have really high levels in my buildings. So if I put down a floor here in the top of a building, I can put down, there we go, like that. So I can have a floor right at the top of that building. Makes it really cool. I can have a really tall building, you can have some guys on top of there shooting down. It really switches up the shape of the building. So I can't go putting all sorts of crazy things on these buildings. As much as I love the ideas that people were suggesting to me, just can't be done. So thank you very much, but I'm pretty happy with the level I've gone up to on these. Sorry if I'm swinging these around a lot. I've got nervous fingers. They move around a lot. Yes, so this is where I am. Just to give you another idea of the sort of things that I do with these buildings in terms of the modularity. It's this bit here. So this tower is actually made up of some really strange pieces. Like if you look at this bit here, it's actually just two really short pieces of wall. Like if I take this top bit off, if it'll come off, come on, there we go. You'll notice this corner here has zero support and is actually just a corner. And then there's that bit there, like that. So the tower is like, whoa, we're falling apart. It's only like three corners. And even if you haven't seen my old videos, if you're new to the channel, even this bit here is designed to flat pack. I'm an absolute nutcase for flat packing scenery, which isn't just my my orc stuff. It even sort of goes into the fantasy stuff as well. So those of you, again, who haven't been following the channel very long, probably won't have seen this building. But this comes apart as well. If it still comes apart, it hasn't been pulled apart for a while. But how does this come apart? There we go. So this building goes completely flat as well into just these pieces, as I probably just effing do. So yeah, I'm an absolute nut for scenery that flat packs and goes away into small spaces and reconfigures and has multiple uses. Again, it's another reason that this goes on top of the same tower as the building that I just completely pulled apart. There we go. So same reason that the observatory goes on top of the same tower as the wizard's tower building thing does as well. So while I really enjoyed reading everybody's ideas, I can't go to the extremes that everybody wanted me to, unfortunately, which was unfortunate. But I've painted them up to the next sort of highlight, and I'm really happy with the level that it's got to, basically. So I think I need to do a little bit more to some of the sections, if you will, because these aren't buildings, because like I say, they come apart into the individual tiny little walls like this, and so some of them still need to have work done to them to bring them up to the level of these two buildings that you can see down here, but I am happy with the level they are now. Some people suggested putting browns on some of the levels. I think I might try that, to be honest, because it does look, if you look at it there like that, it does look a little bit grey. So I think I am going to have a go at doing that. You've got a little bit of a sneak peek there at some of the Orky scenery that I'm working on. That's that there is an extension of the flat packing Orc scenery that I'm working on at the moment. A little bit of a sneak peek. You'll begin the video on Monday on that stuff. But yeah, so we're trying to give you guys an idea of what I've done off the back of everybody's ideas. Thank you very much, everybody who commented on the last video. That was an awesome idea. Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody, show you what I've been up to, and yeah, just give you a little bit of feedback on what I can and can't do, why I have and haven't taken on your advice, and yeah, just give you a little bit more of an insight, basically. Right, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.